The new masculinity is these billionaires who control public narrative, who can stick it to everybody else. And I mean, I don't know quite how to describe the hero status that Elon Musk has in the manosphere, but it's obviously huge. And when it comes to the link between Christian nationalism and the manosphere, the two people that I thought who were most on top of that before the election, stretching back months actually before the election, were Julie Ingersoll of the University of North Florida, who was stitching together those connections very early on. And Trip Fuller, who's mostly an ethicist and process theology guy, who runs that massive podcast, Homebrewed Christianity. And he listens regularly to Rogan and pays attention to what's going on with Jordan Peterson, and has been exploring kind of the theology of masculinity that he was seeing all around in that podcasting universe space. And so I think that there are some very important cross currents there, but it is, Jemar, this is masculinity in the early 21st century. These are the male heroes of our time. Jesus, of course, has nothing to do with this, except that he puts kind of a sheen on it for some of the Christian types, and maybe the Jordan Peterson doorway towards the Elon Musks. Yeah, this is manhood.
I also had one thing. I mean, the other, yeah, my first reaction, I've got to admit, with the whole, Doge, like outside pseudo invented non-department department that Musk and Ramaswamy were going to be put in charge of, was to sort of scoff at it. But the more I've been thinking about it, like when you're inside something like the Senate, there are some rules, right? That you have, if you're an elected senator, there are some rules you have to follow. You have to do certain disclosures, you have to follow certain procedures. But if you are outside the system like this and something that just is declaring itself to be a department,